This video is going to cover the creating of appointment slots for virtual conferences for parent-teacher, or anytime that you would like to maybe set up meetings with families through a virtual arena. So the first thing that we're going to do is open up our Google Calendars. We're going to open it up through either Google Apps or by going to calendar.google.com. And we're going to go to create an event. And so I'm going to create an event for today. I'm going to call this test conference so that you guys can see what we've got. And by default, it will create an event on the day that today is. I can change the date by clicking in here. I can change the times of what I would like to do. So I'm going to have my event start at 10:30 this morning, and we'll have my event go until, let's have it go until 2:30 p.m. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to where it says appointment slots, and I'm going to click on this for appointment slots. And then what it's given me is it's given me an additional option of how long do I want my appointment slots to be. And so this, you're going to work with your how long your teams, your building administration, to figure out what your conference times are supposed to be, or how long you're wanting to meet with each of your families. I'm going to set mine to be their 20-minute meetings, just to show you how we can change this to get this set up. Default, it'll go to your Google Calendar, but if you wanted to, say I wanted to have all of my digital citizenship parent conferences at a certain time, I can set it to a specific calendar. I'm just going to keep it on my default calendar for right now. And so then what I'm going to do is I can also go in and open up for more options. I can also give some additional information to it. All meetings will take place via Google Meet. And so I can add some additional information in here. I don't need to add a location. You notice right now when we've got this, we don't have the ability to set up our Google Meets just yet. And I'll show that in a second of how we get this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hit save. And this is going to save my appointment page. Now you know that this is an appointment event because it looks a little different. It's got the boxes next to your event to let you know that this is my appointment. So what I've got now here is I've got a new, essentially this is a website that I'm going to go to. That's the appointment page where people can book appointments with me. Now, one of the things that you need to know about this is that you must have a Google account in order to book appointments for the calendar. So parents may need to, if they don't have a Google account, they're going to need to book their appointments with their students, or have their student's account to book those appointments. If a parent does have a Google account, then they could create and book appointments through this Google Calendar page. So what I'm going to do is click on this appointment page. And this is going to give me my appointments. Okay. Now, obviously, this is my calendar, so I see all of my stuff on here. But here's my test conference, and so here are the appointment slots that I've got blocked in this that are 20-minute periods. So I've got 3 blocks per hour is what we've got with it. So what I'm going to do is this is the page that I want to copy and send out to my families. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to put this link into an email to our families, or so that our families have got it. So if I wanted to, I'm going to send this link in to attach this link to send an email, and then I'm going to set a couple appointments, and I'll get this back to you. So I'm going to take that link and send it. Okay, and we're back. And so you can see now I've got my global event here that's got everything, but I've accepted a couple of appointment slots. And so these appointments will go into your calendar as slots on your calendar. So I've got these 4 new events that I've got for my appointments. So I can go to if I want to, I can go back to my appointment page, and I can see who I've got people that have booked for these appointments, and I have other appointments that are still open. What'll happen is on the user end, when they go to the appointment page, they'll see that slots are booked and what slots are available or left for them. But what I can do now is, now that I've got these events set up, so I can click on this, and this will tell me who set up and created the event. So this is from my personal email account. So I've accepted the event, I've got it, everything is good. So then what I want to do is, if I go into this, and this is going to take a little bit of time, once you get your appointment set is I'm going to go in to edit the event. And what I'm going to do is add a Google Meet video conference. And what this does is this creates a Google Meet, and this is going to give us a unique meeting code just for this event. So this would be the meeting code for this event here. When I save this and I go into my next meeting, my 11:50 meeting, and I go in to edit this meeting, I would see that I can add a Google Meet conference, and this will give me a different, unique Google Meeting code. So one of the things that is going to take just a little bit of work is setting up each of those events to have a Google Meet. And that what that's doing is that will give you a unique meeting code so that only the people that are invited to that meeting or going or that have that link will get into that meeting code. If you create and just give out a Google Meet and say, hey, we're going to meet from 12:30 to 2:30, there is nothing that says that a person that has a meeting event with you at 2 couldn't come in at 12:30 if you're in the same meeting. So this can cause you some concerns with privacy, with sharing of information. If somebody jumps into a meeting early while you're talking to another parent, or stays on late after you've gone in and you talk to another parent, or forgot to ask you a question and they come back in while you're meeting with somebody else. So you really want to set these up so that each event has its own Google Meet so that that meet is private and personal to that meeting that you're creating. So it is going to take you just a little bit more time to set this up, but it's going to make it a better experience for both you and your event participants that are going to be meeting with you virtually. Hope this helps set up calendar invites with Google.